And that's why I think Sonic 06 isn't that bad of a game. Wait, I didn't actually review the game, did I? Well, time to go back in time and make a convoluted plot point to the video. That's also the next gag.
Yahoo!
So today I'm here to review Sonic 06. So the best way I think I can review Sonic 06 is by making a brief history of the game's development and release.
So, Sonic 06. Oh boy. For those of you who don't know, Sonic 06 released prior to Shadow the Hedgehog's release. You know, I want the gun. Due to that game's miserable feedback, it only made sense for Sega to want to reboot the entire franchise. Fast forward to E3 2005 and we got a sneak peek of what was to come. This is what everyone wanted. Sonic was running and attacking robots, and it was overall fantastic. However, as the months went on, more was talked about the game, and it was getting a bit iffy. More characters were revealed, including Princess Elise, don't worry, we'll get to her later, and some sort of white hedgehog. Well, it was more silver, but I mean, you know, whatever. Development was a nightmare. People lost hours of sleep, and even the creator of Sonic, Yuji Naka, left Sonic Team due to the stress. The game finally released in November 2006 for the PS3 and Xbox 360, and you probably know the rest. I will be looking at the 360 version of the game as it's far superior over the PS3 version. First, a plot summary. Oh god, this is going to take a while. I will be combining all three stories into one, as I feel it would be much easier to comprehend. At least as much as one can even comprehend this atrocious story. Anyway, we'll get into that. The game opens up in the far future with a hedgehog named Silver, who is that hedgehog that we saw in that reveal. Him and his friend Blaze the Cat, who was also in Sonic Rush from 2004, and they basically retconned her entire story, so I'm just going to be basing it off of 06's story, have to stop this fire beast named Iblis. Next, a shadow-like figure named Mephiles convinces Silver the one who created Iblis was none other than Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay, let's just take a second to admire the fact that Silver is a complete and utter dunce in this game, and she seriously hasn't gotten like any other appearances due to Sonic 06 poor reception. It's a real shame because I actually do really like Silver the Hedgehog.
Silver obliges to kill Sonic, then they go back in time. Cut to a weird festival with a girl named Elise, and she gets PTSD often for some reason, I don't know why, and she thinks of the fire monster, you know, Iblis, the thing that Silver wanted to kill or whatever. And this is where the weird stuff comes in. Alright, this festival was created to prevent Iblis from consuming Soliana in flames. Yes, everyone who celebrates in this festival wants to celebrate just to make sure they don't die. They do it out of fear. Okay, whatever. We'll just... There's going to be a lot more to talk about in this review, so I'm going to try my best to keep it as simplistic as possible without too many nitpicks, so yeah. Sonic saves Elise from Eggman, and it cuts to Silver being in the past. Elise gets kidnapped, but gives Sonic the blue Chaos Emerald. The next day, Sonic and Tails meet up and head to the Wave Ocean, and just miss the egg carrier because they were chasing it on foot. You're going to be seeing that a lot, by the way. They then head to the Dusty Desert and save her. However, once they get back to Soliana, they encounter Silver, who is with Amy. Alright, before we continue with Sonic's story, let's shift focus back to Silver. So after the Soliana Festival, Silver runs into Amy, which she believes he's Sonic.
Okay then?
Amy goes with Silver to try and find Sonic, and Silver tries to find the Iblis trigger. Once they get back to Soliana, after going to the Dusty Desert, Silver fights Sonic. Amy then saves Sonic and realizes the person Silver was looking for was Sonic, and that the Iblis trigger is actually Sonic. Silver is then sad about trying to kill Sonic, and Blaze just kind of answers with a simple, I don't know, I mean, if you want to kill Sonic, that's fine. I mean, it's totally up to you, man. I mean, come on. What am I, your mentor or something? Oh, yeah, I am. Sonic heads to the White Acropolis with Tails and Knuckles and bargains with Eggman, who once again stole Elise. Eggman steals the Chaos Emerald and sends Sonic into the far future. Sonic runs into Shadow and Rouge in the future, and that's where we pick up Shadow's story. Shadow's story opens up with Shadow heading to the White Acropolis to save Rouge, as well as find an artifact known as the Scepter of Darkness. Who was he sent by? Gun, aka this world's equivalent to the US military. Also, the same people who gave him such a hard time in Shadow the Hedgehog, but I can get over it since this game is actually a reboot of the entire franchise. Eggman then runs away with the scepter and they head to Kingdom Valley to stop him. Once they do, Eggman accidentally shatters the Scepter of Darkness and then runs away like a little baby. The person who comes out of the scepter is none other than Mephiles, who takes Shadow's form. Mephiles then sends Shadow to the far future, and that is how Shadow and Sonic meet up. Going back to Sonic and Shadow back in the far future, they then try heading back to the past after facing Iblis. So yeah, they run into Iblis. Shadow actually stays behind to battle Mephiles, who tries to convince him to join the dark side. Shadow disagrees because Mephiles is kind of stupid, and the only one gullible enough to listen to him is Silver. So Shadow battles him, and Omega actually comes in to aid Shadow, who was actually sent from the past. Kind of a interesting plot point there. Mephiles then heads back to the past along with Shadow and Omega. Silver confronts Mephiles, and he tells Silver to carry out his mission even when Silver questions it. Silver heads the Radical Train. Sonic also heads the Radical Train to stop Eggman. Shadow also heads there to stop Eggman. They all run into each other, and Elise ends up getting captured by Eggman again.
Oh my god. This plot is just so redundant. I don't get it. I really don't.
So Shadow defeats Silver and lets Sonic chase after Elise. Silver thinks Shadow is Mephiles, but Shadow explains that they have to head to the past to find the truth. Shadow and Silver then head into the past where they find Mephiles and Iblis and how they got created. Silver helps the Duke of Soliana seal Iblis and the unconscious Elise for some reason, and the Duke of Soliana dies. This is where the bullshit comes in. If Elise ever cries, she would unleash Iblis. Let me repeat that. If she ever cries, she would unleash the flames of disaster.
Okay. This is just ridiculous. They expect me, the player, to believe that Elise can't cry at all. Okay, do Tears of Joy count? Does normal crying count? I don't know. They never explained this. I'm assuming that it's just normal, sad crying. I mean, she never really has tears of joy anyway, so it's not like it really matters. But still. Also, she's like 5 years old. 5 years old. She's gonna cry that her father just died and she didn't even see it. She was unconscious. I don't get that. That doesn't make any sense. It's stupid.
You really expect me to believe that she didn't cry at all after her father died? Come on, that's just stupid. Are you kidding me? You're really pushing this stupid plot point. Whatever, moving on. Shadow finally catches Mephiles and seals him in the Scepter of Darkness. So that is how Mephiles was sealed in the Scepter in the future. Silver takes Elise and sets her by a tree and gives her the blue Chaos Emerald, which is how she had it at the beginning of the game and gave it to Sonic. Shadow also sets the Scepter next to her. They head back into the future. While Shadow and Silver were doing the stuff in the past, Sonic saved Elise and brought her back to the castle where she, get this, gets kidnapped again. God, she's worse than Princess Peach. This is where I feel like I should talk about my hatred with Elise. She is a dumb and stupid character with minimal development and is overall just stupid. I hate her so much.
This review is going on forever. So you know what? I think I'm going to have to speed it up and actually start talking about the story a little bit more and stop pointing out the little nitpicks. Okay? I'm gonna try my best at least.
Silver and Sonic team up to stop Eggman, but his ship crashes, killing Elise. Silver sends Sonic to the past without going with him, and Sonic stops the disaster from happening. Why doesn't Silver just go with Sonic? I never understood this. It's like Silver could save the future by helping Sonic. I mean, these people can travel through time. Like, come on. Can't you just team up and just beat Eggman together? I don't get this. But anyway, Silver just goes back to the future and he tries to stop Iblis, and he actually succeeds, which I don't understand what the whole point was in stopping Iblis. But anyway, I don't get this. It's just so ridiculous. Anyway, Blaze actually ends up dying because she seals Iblis in her heart, and basically Silver was a big baby. Yeah. But anyway, as Silver goes to the future while Silver was doing that little side thing, Sonic goes and saves Elise in the underwater base in Soliana. And yeah, it's really creepy because they like laugh and such.
I don't like where this is going. Stop! Stop! No, 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 no! Please, lady, I
Nice
understand.
smile.
You don't know what you're doing here.
Shadow heads to the Dusty Desert to stop Mephiles and seal him in the Scepter. Shadow heads to the Dusty Desert to stop Mephiles and seals him in the Scepter. The Scepter breaks and it cuts to him defeating a bunch of Mephiles clones by removing his ring inhibitors. So, once you beat every story, you unlock the final story, so let's just finally finish this. Shadow fails to stop Mephiles from getting the last Chaos Emerald, and Mephiles ends up killing Sonic, making Elise cry. Let me repeat that real quick. Sonic straight up dies.
You know, with a story as incoherent and as bad as this one, I'm honestly not surprised Sonic even died. Sorry, you'd expect me to be surprised about something like this with this mess of a story? Not happening.
Iblis and Mephiles form Solaris to try and erase the timeline from existence. Sonic's friends try and gather all the Chaos Emeralds to resurrect Sonic, and then we get the worst scene in existence. After that abysmal scene, Sonic, Shadow, and Silver turn to their super forms to stop Solaris, and they save the day. Sonic and Elise get transported to this place where Iblis is just a puny flame, and Elise needs to blow it out in order to correct history. Only thing is that Sonic and Elise won't remember each other, leading to Elise to...
I don't care what happens to the world.
You disgust me, Elise. I mean, come on. She would rather risk the entire world and its existence and to be with Sonic the Hedgehog? What? Oh my god. She is the worst character in Sonic history. Some people say, oh, Big the Cat's the worst character or whatever. No. Elise is the most... she's just so stupid. I can't deal with Elise. Elise has been removed from the series entirely, has not been referenced to since Sonic 06, and that is a good thing. Keep it that way.
Elise blows out the flame, leading to Sonic 06 to never exist again. Sort of.
It's finally over! I did it! Yes! Wait a minute. Oh. There's still gameplay to talk about, isn't there? Well, because this review's gone on for like way too long, I think I'm going to split up the two videos. This is going to be part 1, the story, and then part 2 will be about the gameplay. Okay? So until next time, see ya.